Hey everyone, my name is Lacey Rose, and I would like to talk to you about houseplants and how wonderful they really are. Do you have or have you ever been in a home with houseplants? If so, why is the plant there? Do you ever wonder what the deciding factor was in bringing home the plant in the first place? Why are plants offered to patients in the hospital? They're used at weddings and other events and holidays like Valentine's Day. They're used at funeral homes and cemeteries. Are houseplants serving more purposes than just decorations or thoughtful gestures? Did you know that according to Healthline, scientists working for NASA in the 1980s discovered that plants greatly reduce harmful substances in the air called VOCs, or volatile organic compounds? VOCs sound scary, huh? Well, you should be scared, or at least worried. We breathe these harmful substances in everywhere we go, even inside of our own homes. VOCs can cause upper respiratory issues like sneezing, coughing, asthma attacks, and even skin irritations. What can we do about this? Well, get some houseplants. Houseplants provide our homes with priceless benefits. Three benefits of having houseplants include aesthetic properties, improved air quality, and health benefits, both psychological and physical. Do you know the number one reason people select houseplants for the home is for the aesthetics? According to Carbert Roberts, the author of the article published by the South Dakota State University Extension Office, The Four Houseplant Benefits. Without knowing the other beneficial aspects of houseplants, one might choose a houseplant simply based on its experience. Plants provide so much more to the home than just decor, but the number one reason most people choose plants for their home is for decoration purposes. Robert also includes that houseplants can add interest to an otherwise human straight-line domain environment. Plants will spice up any room, providing texture, contrast, and a creative finishing touch. Most people know nothing about taking care of plants, but they select the plants because it's like a fashion statement or it could be in style. The complexity of decorating with houseplants can be as dramatic or as simple as the homeowner desires. If you are interested in a dramatic look, I would suggest using quickly growing vines like pothos, monstera, or philodendrons to grow around the room on the walls or to trail down shelves or tables. Also, a large plant like the Norfolk pine can be used year-round for the dramatic, large look or even as a Christmas tree. For a much more simple style, I would suggest using smaller plants to place on side tables and on shelves that would provide a bit of texture to your home's design, like the low-maintenance snake plant or the hanging snake spider plant. While decorating with houseplants remains the most popular knowledge when it comes to household usage, houseplants prove to be much more useful than we have originally thought. Air quality is improved inside of homes and other indoor locations with houseplants. Houseplants scrub the air of the many harmful substances that are called VOCs, which we talked about before. These compounds consist of formaldehyde, benzene, carbon monoxide, and others which can cause skin irritations, allergies, and make it hard for us to breathe. According to NASA, one houseplant per 100 square foot can efficiently filter the air of these toxins. So if you have a bathroom that is 10 foot by 10 foot, one plant will do just fine in filtering the air in there. WebMD's article, Health Benefits of Houseplants, shares that researchers have found different plant parts, especially the leaves, act as filters to catch airborne particles. Rooms with plants have less dust and less mold than rooms without any foliage at all. Humidity levels are also fixated by houseplants. The University of Norway conducted a study that shows when houseplants are grouped together, the likelihood of dry skin, common colds, and sore throats are greatly decreased. According to WebMD, a study on humidity levels and a collection of spider plants proves that the relative humidity levels in one room were raised from 20% to a much more comfortable 30%. When we are breathing well, our health is better, obviously. Houseplants affect our health and well-being so much more positively than we know. Having plants around us can help us improve our physical and psychological well-being. Houseplants can help us to feel less stressed and to concentrate better. Dr. Carol Durkersakian, who reviewed the WebMD article, agrees that plants have a calming effect on people. Blood pressure, heart rate, and cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, were measured on a study with people around plants versus people that were not around any natural elements. The people in the room with plants, their vitals and cortisol levels were at much more desirable levels than the people not around plants. They were asked to perform a stressful activity for the study. Another study on students in the classroom taking tests scored much higher scores while testing in the room with 3 potted plants in comparison to students testing in another room without plants. There's just some kind of psychological magic that comes from plants. Dr. Deborah Weatherspoon and Rebecca Joy Stanborough tell us in the article for Healthline, A Hobby for All Seasons, 7 Science-Backed Benefits of Indoor Plants. They say several studies show that people recover from surgery much faster when surrounded by plants. Also, people fresh out of surgery requested less pain medication and were able to leave the hospital much sooner than the patients that had no plants in their room and also with no view of natural elements outside of their window. The authors of Newstext Global Business blogs explain that people who struggle with self-care can improve their daily activities and lifestyle by caring for plants. People who struggle with mental illnesses can feel a sense of accomplishment when caring for plants in their home. Houseplants provide us with beauty, purpose, and clean air, and good health. We feel better about ourselves when we include plants in our homes. Our homes look better and feel better too. Without plants, we wouldn't be able to breathe, and therefore we couldn't exist. Whether using just one plant as a filler to a shelf, or growing many different varieties of plants in the living room window to feel some self-love, or to release more oxygen in the air so our family can breathe better. Having plants in your home is just the simple thing to do to improve our lives in all aspects. Thank you so much.